In today's video, we're updating our activity kits. These are great kits that you can use at home, in a restaurant, when you're traveling, on a plane, in a car, and I'm gonna show you what we're putting in ours this time. Hey you guys, it's Christina from the Purple Alphabet. I love creating these activity kits and you guys tell me you love them too. Traditionally, I've been using them at the restaurants to keep my kids busy and to work on something while we're waiting for our food, but we haven't been going to restaurants lately. I usually put things inside these little boxes that I get from Daiso Japan. They're just $1.50, and you can also get them on Amazon. I have a link for those down below, but they cost a little bit more. So if you're interested in those cases, you can go and find them there if you want to use those for your activity kits. But last time I showed you the activity kits that I was making for at-home use, and I used a different container, and I think I'm going to do that going forward. A lot of you guys said you like the old cases. I like them too because they have a handle, they snap closed, and they're a hard cover so you can write on them. So if you want to use those, go right ahead. But you can use a backpack, you can use anything else you have around the house to just kind of gather all of your materials. If you're new to the Purple Alphabet channel, go ahead and subscribe. We do educational activities for kids and ideas and inspirations to learn through play. Plus we do some shop with me, some hauls, and some giveaways too. If you're new, make sure to say hi down below in the comments, and if you're not new, tell me if you are still making your activity kits and what you have in them now. So let's get on to what we're putting inside our activity kits. So last time I did one of these, I switched it up and started using these shoebox containers. I made one for each of my girls. I have two girls who are 8 and almost 7. We're gonna have a birthday here in a little bit. But this time, I think I'm gonna do just one container, one single container. And I'm gonna put both of their activities in here because I have a feeling they're gonna be doing a lot of them together, which is exactly what they did last time. Usually what I do is I go through the things that worked before in the past kits. I would have to say that everything in the last kit worked really well. If you want to go back and watch that one, I do recommend it to get some more ideas. Some of these things that I'm putting in this time you've seen before. This is the Usborne Rubber Stamp Activities Backyard Kit. We haven't really used it much, which is why I wanted to bring it back in. So it has all these different pages, and you use the stamp pad over here to make all the animals that it instructs you to make. And then there has some corresponding stamps here. You can see it's a little dirty. I probably should clean that. But it's a really cool book, and I wanted to put it in here because I think that they would have a lot of fun with that right now. So you basically just stamp, and it shows you step by step how to make it, and you just need like a little pen to complete the pictures. I'm also going to put most of the links for everything I'm showing you where I can in my Amazon store. So I have an Amazon store with a whole bunch of ideas for activity kits, so if you want to go there, you can go check it out and see what I have for you. I've been usually updating that as we go along and showing you these restaurant kits, activity kits. So there's a lot of good ideas in there, and for all ages too, all the way down from toddlers and up. This is Water Wow, but it's for the older kids. This is for ages 5 and up. Now, I also recommend the Water Wow for the younger kids, especially the toddlers, to put into a restaurant kit. Highly recommend it. So what we have in here is the water pen and also a magnifying glass. So these are kind of like magical appearing pictures, and there's different pages in here, and the good thing about this is that it's reusable. And so this is for an older child because the other Water Wow books are about half the size, and then they're just basically really simple basic activities in here. This one has reveal questions to use here with your magnifying glasses, and then you're also trying to find certain items in your pictures, so it's taking it one step further. So when you have the Water Wow pen, this is it, it's filled with water, and you just use it on your page. Gotta get it going here. The pictures magically change. See that? So we're starting to see the house. And then we have right here a section where you use your red magnifying glass to reveal the pictures. This is a little bit more advanced than the other Water Wows, which is what makes it really fun. The thing about this is what happens is it will dry, and it'll dry back to this color, so you can use it over and over and over again. So there's several different pages of this that you can use, and each page has some kind of different thing on it. You can see there it magically appears as you use it, and it's not messy. It doesn't come off, and it's just really easy, and so there's no cleanup to it. And then you can do all the other activities. So you have the Water Wow, which makes it appear. You have the hidden pictures to find, and then you have the magnifying glass, which I didn't take out here, that you can find the pictures on here, find the hidden items. So this is the more advanced one. If you have a younger child, I highly recommend the other Water Wow. And then it just all stores back in here. So this one's going in here too. We haven't used this one in a restaurant kit because it's so big. I have a rule, if it doesn't fit, it doesn't go in there. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they like that one. If you watched my Target shop with me, I showed you guys these backyard bingo cards cards. They usually make these for the car, which is a lot of fun. And if you're going to be using these kids in the car, then I would recommend getting those. But this is for the backyard. So I have one for each girl, and there's different items on here to look for in the backyard. There's some things in here that are specialty, like a marshmallow, which you would use if you're making s'mores. But we have squirrel, stars, frog, bunnies, and they can just walk around the yard and slide them over when they find something for backyard bingo. Real simple. These are all $1 at the Target dollar section, and they're there right now. So if you want some of those, now's the time to get those. I also want to put a little bit of books in there. These two come from Dollar Tree, and they are the Incredibly Outrageous Activity book. So they have different games inside, but these are just real simple games. Game stickers, little puzzles to do. And I have two different ones. This one is the Silly Symbols one. This one is the Animals one. I think we might have done one or two of the activities in here. Yeah, a couple of things. So there's more to do in there. I just wanted to put them in there. Something kind of fun to do. And some of these games they can play together or they can do alone. And these are all $1 each, as is this wordplay book, which is also from the Dollar Tree. So this is basically Mad Libs, where you have all these blank spots to put your words. We have adverb, adjectives. I'm a big fan of these because you are really working on your language skills. Not only that is that there's a word bank here too, so you can choose some of the words from the word bank if you want to. So it really helps them to understand those parts of speech in a really fun way. And then when they're done filling in all the blanks, they read the story, and it's a really silly story. So I'm going to put that in there. These were from Dollar Tree. I also have this one that I bought at a toy store last summer, and it's Pokemon because I had some Pokemon lovers in my house. And so I'm going to put this in here too. And this one I know is in Amazon, so I can put a link to this one. Maybe I'll find a couple more of these wordplay ones too to also put in there. And then of course the activity books, there's all sorts of activity books on Amazon too. Also in my Target dollar shop with me were these little game books. I have two different ones here, and there's two of each because one's for each player. So they're great for 2-player games. So when you buy them, they come together like this in a pack. You get the two in the pack. And there's different ones too. So I only have these two, but I thought they'd be great. This one is just like the popular game Battleship. So inside you have your game board, and each person will get a game board. And then you have your ship and your little bombs and your missiles, which are your water splats. And they're just like a little sticky window clean material. And you place them on your board and you can play Battleship. My girls haven't played Battleship yet, so I'm going to have to show them how to do that one. And then there's this other one, which is called Which Whale. I think these were $3 each at Target, and they're still there too. And you have all of your different choices on here, and this is like a guess who game, so where you mark one of these and then the other person has to try and figure out which one you marked. So you got your X's on here, and then you have your little stickers here to say which one is yours and which one could be your opponent's. And so the other one is exactly the same, and then they do it on their game board. So two games that they can play together, which I think is great because in summer and they want to play together. We're getting pretty full here, not too bad. Lots of things to do. I wanted to make sure I had lots of things to do because last time they went through their activity kits pretty fast. But I did find last time that they really liked games. So not only am I going to put those two games in there, I have the checkers magnetic game, which came from the Target dollar section. No, it did not. This one's from Play Monster. This one I know is on Amazon, so I can put the link for there too. And it's just magnetic checkers, which is a really nice travel compact way to play checkers. And then this one is from the Dollar Tree. It's a learning resources game for sight word bingo, and I showed you exactly how this was in my Dollar Tree toy test. So I opened it up and showed you everything. So it's two different types of bingo games in here, and so they can play that and work on their sight words, which is really great. And it comes with the spinner and the little popcorn pieces as your markers, and then 4 different game boards. So if you have more than 2 children, you can definitely play this with up to 4 players. And it was only $1 too, which was fabulous. So we're going to put that in there. Brain Quest is a favorite. Now I've showed this and put this in our kits before too, but it's coming back, and it's coming back because it's been a while. So I like to take the activities we do and kind of switch them up from every now and then. And this is one that is a really, really fun one that has lots of questions and answers to it. So they can ask themselves, they can do it with each other. So you have all kinds of trivia questions on here. Like this one says, what 2 words make up the contraction hears? And then the answers are on the next one there. It says here is. So there's trivia on here for everything. The thing about the Brain Quest ones is that they are themed by topic. This one's reading, and it also has it by grade level and ages. So ages 6 to 7, grade level 1. My kids are going into 2nd grade and 3rd grade, so this is going to be more of a review. And also it's a way for me to kind of see where they are and if they know it, and if I need to donate this one to a friend or give it to their school that could use it because it might be too easy. There's actually 2 packets in here. This is deck 2 and then deck 1. So they can each look at one, which is kind of nice to have 2 different ones in there. So if you haven't tried Brain Quest, I'd highly recommend that. And also if you've tried other brands of these or other packs, let me know what you think of them because I'm probably in the market for some new ones. I feel like you can find these at the bookstore too, as well as Amazon. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think they have them at Costco. It might just be the workbook. They do like a workbook version of this too, which is pretty good. And that one I know is at Costco. I also like this because of the size, which is another great thing that you could put like in the back of a car seat, you know, the back pocket of a car seat. Another learning activity are these flashcards. I have 2 different sets here. This one came from, I think, a parts of speech video I did, in which we had all kinds of different cards on here that you would have to sort into the correct categories. If I can find them here, yeah. Person, place, or thing, which is going to be perfect for my first grader going into 2nd grade so they can work on sorting those because I know that was something they were working on towards the end of the school year. So if you're interested in this, I'll have to link the video up there in the corner somewhere for the parts of speech because there was a lot of activities in there plus the link to this, which was a free printable. So you could print that out if you wanted to have one for yourself. And then I have it just in a container here from the dollar store. And then this one is a package from the Target dollar section. This is homophones. So this is kind of a little bit more of an older skill versus like, you know, ABC flashcards. So we have one side will have one word and then the homophone is on the other side. So it's just discovering them and realizing what they are. You can just have this as kind of a looking at it and reading it for self-discovery, or you could show them one and have them say, try to guess the other one, or one child can have one and try to guess the other one. So you can do it in some different ways. I just know this was a skill that they were working on towards the end of the school year for 2nd grade. So I wanted to make sure that we kind of reinforced that because we were doing some distance learning. So I have this one. These are great. They're $1 at the Target dollar section. I don't think they're there now, but I have a feeling they're going to be coming back for this summer for back to school shopping because they always do around this time. So if you're looking for flashcards, now's the time. You might also want to check the dollar store. They could have them there too. So this one's for my going into 3rd grader. And this one is for my going into 2nd grader. And one last thing I wanted to put in that's coming out of my busy bag collection here are Wicky Sticks. I wanted to have something a little bit more tactile. So these are Wicky Sticks, which are pieces of yarn that are covered in like a wax kind of material. So it's a very tactile learning tool that you can use. In the past, we've used them to form letters, to form shapes, but you can make designs out of them. They come in several different colors. And we did get a whole bunch of them from the Target dollar section not too long ago, but you can also get them at Lakeshore Learning. I'll put the link for Amazon. And they're a very sticky substance, but it's a nice sensory experience. Now, the ones that I got, maybe it was from Michael's. I think I might have gotten them at Michael's. They came with these little cards that you could build on them and make pictures right directly on them. You don't have to have these. You can get some. I think I've seen some in letters where you can make letter A, letter B, letter C, depending on the age of your child. I just think this is just a fun tactile sensory experience to use with these cards just to make pictures. So I'm going to include this in here. I think I'm just going to keep it here in the bag. I like keeping them in this container to keep them nice and all put together. It looks like a mess, but that's okay. And then we can place that inside here and have it all together in a little kit. So there you have it, guys. This is my activity kit for the start of our summer. Where's this going to go? It's going to fit there. There it is. And it's quite a lot, but remember, this is for 2 kids. Usually my restaurant kits don't have this much because we're going to a restaurant. We don't need that much. But I think for now that they can pull something out when they're bored, they have lots of things that they can pick from, and I don't want them to go through it so fast before I do another video. And I'm going to put all links to things that I can find in my Amazon store for you. So if you're looking for some inspiration, then definitely check that out. If you have found something really cool to put inside an activity kit, I need to know about it. Leave it down below in the comments and let me know what it is. I love getting the inspiration from you guys too. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and give me a thumbs up to show your love.